Good day, everyone. So I am Giselle Lausa. This day we should tackle about theme and plot of El Filibusterismo. The theme and plot of El Filibusterismo was changed to convey the message that the present system of the government in the Philippines through corrupt officials dominated by the friars can lead to the downfall of Spain. This point was stressed by Simon in the novel when he said, "What is a man to do when is denied justice?" So, ang tema or at plot ng El Filibusterismo states that it was changed because in the year 1888, Jose Rizal, si Jose Rizal gumawa siya ng pagbabago sa plot ng El Filibusterismo at uh, pinagbutin niya ang ilang kabanata para pahikayat ni Rizal ang mga mensahe sa nobelang ito. And then, aside from this, El Filibusterismo is about the present system of the government where they having a discriminations or they showing corruptions uh, of some Filipinos at the present present time. At ang nobelang El Filibusterismo, the main character of this novel is Simon. So si Simon siya ang nagpapakita na ang kanyang ugali, her or his characteristics is like Jose Rizal because Simon have a courage or he is being brave in terms of fighting his justice or rights and freedom. Take the law into his own hands or wait for Spanish to give him rights. From the foregoing, Rizal was very certain that because of the nature and operation of the government, those who are intelligent, generous, hardworking, courageous, and loyal citizen was driven into opposition, crime, and subversion. So, the novel of Filibusterismo, it is being called subversion because it is the continuation of the novel No Lemetang Here. And then, additionally, this line, take the law into his own hands, means that if someone takes the law into their own hands, they punish someone or do something to put a situations right, instead of waiting for the police of the legal system to take action. Or technically, the meaning of this is to try punish someone for breaking a law, even though one does not have right to do that, or punish someone without giving a police courts. So that's the meaning about take the law into his own hands. The theme focus on how to reach a social reform and revolution. This represents long-held adherence and aversion of revolution. The novel dark theme contrasts greatly from No Limit Tangere, very hopeful and romantic. So if we compared about the novel Nole and El Fili, so Nole is very hopeful and romantic atmosphere, while the El Fili is so dark or brutal novel because some events having showing murder or sexual abuse and suicide. And El Fili is a massive turning point from Ibarra being idealistic and open-minded to Simon, who became vengeful, anger, and somewhat cunning. Next. In the introduction in the book itself, that it states that the theme is about colonialism. So, colonialism, it is a main conflict of El Filibusterismo. So, whether or not colonialism is right, if it is to civilize a race or should 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 assimilate if independence is wish for, should it be peaceful or bloody. So in the novel in the novel of Filibusterismo, there is a revolution where tagulogon na lang ako nga there is a revolution na kung saan ang paggamit ng isang ang paggamit ng isang hustisya or freedom or rights ay kailangan mo nang ipapakita or perform through bloody revolution or something like that. Rizal dedicated the books to the memory of Gamborsa from Cavite. They were executed by the Spanish. So when we say Gamborsa, ito yung tatlong pari na sina according to my research, ito yung tatlong pari na sina Mariano Gomez, Jose Burgos, and Jacinto Zamora. So they are the priests that being executed on February 17, 1872. So this novel is being dedicated from the three priests. Central theme and main themes of El Filibusterismo. So El Filibusterismo, it is a political novel because it talks about politics. It is also a book for a thought, an ideal means of achieving social freedom. So like Simon, he is so brave in terms of getting his freedom, or in terms of fighting his rights and justice. So through that, in that way, in fighting his freedom, or taking or getting the justice, he is so he became vengeful and anger. So El Filibusterismo shows about the vengeful and angriness of the other characters. Bitterness, hatred, pain, violence, and sorrow. So El Filibusterismo shows about hatred, pain, because when we see pain, or like for example, some Filipinos, when we colonize in the hands of Spanish government, so we are so very suffered in the hands of Spanish, and we are experiencing sorrow and violence. Next, intended message of El Filibusterismo. This novel, El Filibusterismo, gives thoughts as lessons of yesterday which still alive today. Few main purpose of this novel are to defend Filipino people from foreign accusations of foolishness and lack of knowledge, to show how the Filipino people lived during Spanish colonial period. So as I said earlier, that this El Filibusterismo shows about how the Filipino people live during the Spanish colonial period. So in that time, so Filipino people are experiencing abuse, experiencing pains and negative factors. So, the main purpose of this novel is to defend Filipino people from foreign accusations of foolishness and lack of knowledge, and the cries and woes of his countrymen against abusive officials, expose the cruelness, corruption of the false government, or honestly show the wrongdoing of some Filipinos that led to further failure. So ma-realize natin na ang Pilipino ay sobrang naghihirap sa kamay ng Spanish, because Spanish group are so very cruel. They experience us being slaves, something like that. So in that way, so we realize that kailangan nating lumaban para ipagtanggol ang ating karapatan, our freedom, and our justice. This novel, along with Rizal's organizations that aim to address and reform the Spanish system and its issues, led to Rizal's exile to Dapitan and eventual execution. Moreover, this had a profound effect on Philippine society in terms of views and national identity, the Catholic faith and its influence of Filipinos' choice. So, this filibusterismo, nagpapakita din ito tungkol sa religions about Filipino and the government issues of corruption. So as of now, so the intended message of Jose Rizal that mayroong pangyayari na nagbibigay aral sa atin ang tungkol sa korupsyon. So as of now, ang corruption mahitabo ra gyapon siya dai sa kuan sa tuang daily life. So the issues related to the effect of colonizations on people's life and the cause for independence. Rizal already did his part. It's now our time to put into action the words and wisdom that Rizal left. We must not let this word just remain. Main focus of Rizal's novel: fighting for freedom, presence of corrupt government, importance of education. So the main focus of Rizal's novel is for fighting for freedom and the presence of corrupt government, and lastly the importance of education. So education is hindi natin malilimutan kung ano ang kalagahan ng education or edukasyon sa maraming Pilipino. So that's all, and thank you.